AI को यूज करना आना चाहिए. That's what I personally believe in. अगर आपको prompt देना आता है, then I think you can crack it. Otherwise, if you completely blindly rely on AI, then of course it's a threat to you. LinkedIn is hard to crack, to be honest.
Right.
You can get viral, but that virality will be very temporary. Okay.
Correct.
You won't make a name on the platform. When I started, AI was not even a thing. Okay, ChatGPT didn't exist. Even if it did, I wasn't aware of it. So I started off as a writer, like an authentic writer who used to take hours writing content. Most of my career has been established through LinkedIn, to be honest. Most of my clients are from LinkedIn, so I'm very grateful to the platform. And if I talk about content writing as a career, yes, it has immense potential. To be honest, when I started, even I didn't know that this is a very growing industry and people can actually earn a lot of money and create a career in this field.
What are these LinkedIn influencers that the hype is going on? क्या कौन है LinkedIn influencers?
First of all, I'm not a big fan of the word influencing because I feel that you have to crack a lot of things in life to be able to influence people.
Right. What is your take on the people who are criticizing over LinkedIn every day?
I think criticism उन्हीं को मिलता है जिनकी कहीं ना कहीं पोस्ट थोड़ी फेक होती है या अनरियल होती है. Let's be honest.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Pigeon Hires podcast where we don't shy away from the real talk. I'm your host Vanya Goel and today we are diving into a topic that's bold, controversial and hot. Is LinkedIn just about flexing or does it actually get you a job? We are joined by the powerhouse Shambhavi Gupta, a content and copywriter who has helped 80 plus leaders and founders own their voice, get results and double their ROI. We are going to talk about LinkedIn wins, fails and whether personal branding is all hype or the real deal. Curious? Stick around and it's going to be very spicy. Let's get started. So guys, we have Shambhavi here with us and आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे हमने Shambhavi को यहाँ पे क्यों बुलाया. So Shambhavi is a content writer as well as a copywriter and the reason behind inviting her here is to let you know how copywriting can be a game changer for you in this industry because आजकल तो content का ही सब खेल है.
Right.
Okay, so to start with, Shambhavi, just let us know your journey. Or guys, to tell you, Shambhavi is a very recent graduate. बहुत मुझसे तो काफी young है. And still she's doing pretty well in the career. She had been working in few companies earlier, but now she's working for herself. She's handling a few clients, freelancing, but then totally into the content, right?
Yeah.
And then she's also talking about LinkedIn branding and all that. So we'll ask her all those questions again. But then let's start with the content. So how people can inculcate content as their profession. Like वो बोल सकते हैं कि ठीक है मुझे content writer ही बनना है and they can earn because content writing is a very, I would say, underprivileged job, right? So how can they earn a good amount of money via content writing? So yeah.
Okay. So first of all, thank you for having me. I'm super excited for the podcast. And just to give you a little backstory, yes, I started off as a content writer. Then I slowly switched into copywriting.
Wow.
And currently I'm also doing LinkedIn personal branding for clients and for people. And if I talk about content writing as a career, yes, it has immense potential. To be honest, when I started, even I didn't know that this is a very growing industry and people can actually earn a lot of money and create a career in this field. I was very naive. I just started off thinking that, okay, let's see how it goes. But slowly and steadily, things started to take its pace and people started liking my content. So I started off as like a content writing intern. I interned with a couple of companies and when I got positive feedback that my content is good and I have that writing gig into me, I decided that, okay, let's give this industry a try. And that is how my career started. And I thought of pursuing an MBA after my graduation, but because I was doing decent in my industry, I dropped off that plan. And here I am today. And most of my career has been established through LinkedIn, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Most of my clients are from LinkedIn, so I'm very grateful to the platform. And that is the sole reason that I, transitioned from a copywriter to a LinkedIn personal branding strategist. So I write content also, like of course I am a copywriter, but I'm also doing LinkedIn personal branding.
Wow, this is so great, Shambhavi. So there are a number of content writers and copywriters available over LinkedIn,
Yeah.
and a lot of them must be reaching out to a lot of people, and a lot of clients must be reaching out to them. So what differentiates you? How do you make sure that you get the opportunity?
Sure. When I talk about distinguishing myself from other writers, first of all, when I started, AI was not even a thing, okay? ChatGPT didn't exist. Even if it did, I wasn't aware of it. So I started off as a writer, like an authentic writer who used to take hours writing content. So even till date, if I don't have AI, I can still sustain. So that is my biggest USP. And to distinguish yourself as a writer, my only tip will be that have your own touch to your content. I mean, AI tools are great, but have your own touch. And whenever a client approaches you, make sure that you have your own voice, because sometimes clients come to you blank, like they don't even know what they actually want from you. So have your own stand, be clear in your head, and take your time to write the content. I mean, it shouldn't be like that, giving prompts to AI and just getting it done. Take your own time and try to be as authentic as possible.
So tell us some of the story of yours कि एक आपको क्लाइंट ने रीच आउट किया, and then आपके लिए जो सबसे ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट रहा उस क्लाइंट को क्रैक करना, it must have happened, right?
Yeah.
So share some of your experiences.
Sure. So first of all, because I have a decent personal brand on LinkedIn, people do recognize me. So when they reach out to me, they already know that I'm reaching out to an expert. She knows what she does. So thankfully, I don't really have a lot of debate with my clients. But it has happened that sometimes they have unrealistic expectations.
Correct.
Right? If I talk about LinkedIn branding for that matter, it's all about content. Okay, the kind of content you're putting up. So they have unrealistic expectations like, okay, we want X number of followers within the first 30 days.
Right.
Sometimes they want that every second post should go viral. It should have certain amount of impressions.
Right.
But that is not how things work, especially if you are a beginner, you are starting from scratch. LinkedIn is hard to crack, to be honest.
Right.
You can get viral, but that virality will be very temporary. Okay,
Correct.
You won't make a name on the platform. So, but because I've been in the industry for quite a while, I know how to tackle these clients. So मैं कोशिश करती हूँ that I explain them that okay, this is not how things are going to work like, but I do promise them some results, and that's how I turn my prospects into clients.
So why LinkedIn branding is important these days?
It is very important because you need to have a face value.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. There is this skincare brand called Let's Hyphen. Kriti Sanon is the founder. And why is it making waves in the industry is only because Kriti Sanon is the face of the brand.
Right.
There are so many skincare brands, but still she was able to crack it, that people are talking about Hyphen because she has a personal brand. People associate the brand with her face, with her name and value. So that is why I feel that personal branding is important. And in general also, if you want to create a business and if you are not like marketing your business digitally, then I think you are losing out, because we live in the era of social media and you have to leverage the platforms.
So how do you choose your content every day when you're posting? So how do you decide कि आज मुझे ये डालना है? So I have heard people that वो पूरा महीने का अपना schedule पहले से ही pre-schedule कर देते हैं post. So you think this is the good idea, or they should probably decide based on the current trends, or they should have to re-strategize every month, every week, or every day?
Very good question. So when I work for clients, I usually prefer writing at least weekly content in prior. I don't believe in total monthly calendars. मैं अपने लिए तो कोई कैलेंडर नहीं बनाती. Let's be very real, because I believe that you have different experiences every day.
Correct.
Like I am doing this podcast today, so I might post about it tomorrow. But अगर मुझे पता ही नहीं होता podcast हो रहा, मेरा already calendar prepared होता, so you never know. Right. So for clients, of course, आपको advance में थोड़ा content लिखना चाहिए, but not like a complete monthly calendar.
Right.
And you should go with the trends. Not like following the trend completely, but try, getting up according to the era. Like, क्या चल रहा है अभी industry में, like that. So I don't create calendars for myself. मुझे जो भी random दिमाग में आता है, I just post that.
So what are these LinkedIn influencers that the hype is going on? कौन है LinkedIn influencers?
First of all, I'm not a big fan of the word influencing, because I feel that you have to crack a lot of things in life to be able to influence people.
Right.
You can call yourself a content creator, because at the end of the day, you are creating content.
Right.
I can call influencers like Ankur Warikoo. We can call him as an influencer because we have seen him over the years.
Right.
But calling myself an influencer, being just like 3-4 years in the industry, I don't find it very valid.
Correct.
And थोड़ा बस तो है, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट, क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में पीपल थॉट कि केवल इंस्टाग्राम पे कंटेंट क्रिएट होता है, बट नाउ व्हेन पीपल आर सीइंग दैट ओके लिंक्डइन is growing and so many people are coming to the platform, I think it's a great way to monetize your skills and also create a very strong personal brand.
And also LinkedIn has also introduced this feature of monetizing.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you can also earn money after a certain amount of time once your profile has good visibility and good number of followers. But then again, it is important, very, very imperative to know that if you have followers, then you are not an influencer. You have to make sure that, first of all, if you can say that you have a good community of followers, right? And then you are trying to convey something that people, and you have to convey things right. It is very important.
That's true.
So what is your take on the people who are criticizing over LinkedIn every day?
आई थिंक क्रिटिसिज्म उन्हीं को मिलता है जिनकी कहीं ना कहीं पोस्ट थोड़ी फेक होती है या अनरियल होती है. लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट, प्लेटफॉर्म इज गेटिंग सैचुरेटेड एंड देयर आर सो मेनी क्रिएटर्स दैट देयर इज एन ओवरफ्लो ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड नॉलेज. हमें समझ नहीं आता हमें किसे पढ़ना है, क्या अपने लाइफ में एग्जीक्यूट करना है. सो इट टोटली डिपेंड्स अपॉन हु यू आर फॉलोइंग एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट यू आर कंज्यूमिंग. तो दो टाइप के क्रिएटर्स होते हैं. एक होते हैं हु आर ब्लाइंडली गोइंग फॉर फॉलोअर्स, दे आर जस्ट कॉपी पेस्टिंग द वायरल पोस्ट कि किसी एक्स क्रिएटर की पोस्ट वायरल हुई, they are just replicating the same thing and posting it.
Right.
So that way you can get some followers, but you won't make a community because people know that this is not authentic and this is not real. So try to have your own unique voice, share your stories and experiences rather than blindly following what's going viral.
Great advice. There is this another buzz, top voice over LinkedIn. So let's talk about that also. So I am seeing the trend, literally that orange badge is getting, like every second person is getting that orange badge. And then I am also seeing the blue badge they are giving to the people who doesn't have the good, I would say, traction also on their profile. So how does it work?
Okay, so let me bust a myth today. LinkedIn Top Voice का जो blue badge होता है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है that you have cracked something and then you get it. There was a LinkedIn Accelerator program a few years back जिसमें कुछ लोगों ने volunteer किया था, and because they were volunteers of that particular program, they got the blue badges. And right now they are not even creators, like they are not even creating content, but they have the badge.
Right.
So don't think that X person has a badge, I don't, so he or she is superior and I'm not. That is not how things go like. या कुछ लोग हैं जिन्होंने एक्चुअली इंडस्ट्री में काफी अच्छा अकम्प्लिश किया, लाइक राज शमानी, बियर बाइसेप्स. इफ यू विजिट देयर प्रोफाइल्स, ऑफ कोर्स दे हैव द ब्लू बैज एंड दे डिजर्व इट. टॉकिंग अबाउट द येलो बैज, आई थिंक इट वाज जस्ट एन अटेम्प्ट ऑफ लिंक्डइन टू रिकॉग्नाइज द एफर्ट्स ऑफ स्मॉल क्रिएटर्स, लाइक माइक्रो क्रिएटर्स, बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे व्हेन यू गेट दैट बैज यू फील दैट ओके आई हैव डन समथिंग इन द इंडस्ट्री. बट अगेन कोई भी चीज अगर बल्क में मिल रही है तो वो कहीं ना कहीं उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस कम हो जाती है. इनिशियली पीपल वर लाइक वेरी एक्साइटेड अबाउट इट दैट आई एम गेटिंग द badge, but now because every second profile has it, again it has lost
the importance.
Importance.
Correct. So LinkedIn has started this Reels feature. So LinkedIn is now kind of converting into the Instagram. So what is your take on this? And do you think that LinkedIn is actually pushing this video content to encourage the audience?
That's actually true. Right now, all the creators who are publishing video content are getting crazy amount of reach because हर platform का एक एक agenda होता है that every time they introduce a new feature, they make sure that they push it the most.
Right.
Okay. And currently, yes, अगर you are like camera friendly and you can speak up, I think video feature will be great to get the traction and the engagement. But having said that, it's not becoming the second Instagram, I would say, because Instagram has all sorts of content. From cringe to informative to comedy to everything. But on LinkedIn, it is still niche oriented. Like people are talking about their expertise. And if somebody is not a reader, they don't like reading long posts, I think video content is great for them. So I think the feature is good, but ऐसा नहीं है कि वीडियो फीचर है तो लोग सिर्फ वीडियो ही देखेंगे. पीपल आर स्टिल रीडिंग कंटेंट. आई डू पोस्ट वीडियोस बट मेरा इतना फ्रीक्वेंट नहीं है, बट आई एम गेटिंग डिसेंट अमाउंट ऑफ रीच ऑन माय रिटन पोस्ट आल्सो.
गुड. सो शांभवी, अब थोड़ा सा ना कंटेंट राइटर्स की दुखती नस को पकड़ लेते हैं. जब से चैट जीपीटी आया है तो वी ऑल नो दैट कंटेंट राइटर्स की जॉब खतरे में है. एंड अ गुड अमाउंट ऑफ ले ऑफ हैज हैपेंड इन मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनीज बिकॉज if somebody had 10 writers then, now they have 5 writers. They have definitely cut down the content cost. We all know that.
True.
Okay, so how does it work, ChatGPT? Because we know that it is definitely easing out our work, but then we all need that human touch. But then, is Google picking up this content, and now where should we focus on the SEO or the content for? On ChatGPT or on Google? Where should we rely more?
Sure. So I can say that AI, everyone thought that AI will be a threat to writers and
Right.
everybody else, but ऐसा नहीं है, because I have worked with like multiple brands, multiple founders, entrepreneurs. I've also worked with some really good companies. I won't name them, but yeah, some really good companies, and they don't give a shit whether you are using AI or not. AI को यूज करना आना चाहिए. That's what I personally believe in. अगर आपको prompt देना आता है, then I think you can crack it. Otherwise, if you completely blindly rely on AI, then of course it's a threat to you, because right now there are so many tools that can actually detect whether the content is written by AI or not.
Right.
And there are certain companies
Right.
जो कि prefer करती हैं कि AI written ना हो.
Right.
So in order to distinguish yourself, first of all, use AI for idea generation. Don't use AI for writing the entire content from scratch.
Correct.
Use it for ideas. Like if you are writing a blog, use it for like quirky taglines or headlines.
Right.
Or maybe keywords. Don't make it like write the entire blog for yourself, because at the end of the day, people will pick it up that it's not written by you.
Right.
So you should know how smartly you can leverage the tool rather than blindly and completely relying on it.
So have you ever used any sort of tools to check if your content is AI or not?
Yeah, there are certain free tools where you can copy paste the content, and it will tell you that what is the percentage of human written content and AI written content.
Are they reliable?
So there are paid versions also, but I have not really used the paid ones.
Okay.
And yeah, you can say it is reliable. Although अब तो मैंने इतना ज़्यादा मतलब इस industry में काम किया that I don't even need a tool. I can just read a paragraph and I can tell you whether it is written by ChatGPT or not. And even the companies and the readers now, there are certain words that ChatGPT uses. So you will be able to make it up कि ठीक है, this is not written by
Somebody
a
who is
writer.
reading the content throughout the day.
हाँ,
would
they'll be
know.
able to make it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the freshers. कि अभी कोई ग्रेजुएट हुआ है और किसी ने सोचा है कि नहीं, आई थिंक आई नीड टू ट्राई माई लक विद द कंटेंट राइटिंग. सो प्लीज टेल देम द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द कंटेंट राइटिंग एंड कॉपी राइटिंग, क्योंकि ये बहुत सारे लोगों को पता ही नहीं है कि व्हाट इज कंटेंट राइटिंग एंड व्हाट इज कॉपी राइटिंग.
Sure. So copywriting is more over sales oriented. For example, if I'm writing an email copy जिसका पूरा का पूरा motive है to get leads or maybe get conversion, so it is indirectly sales oriented. So then it is known as copywriting. And every content writer cannot be a copywriter, but a copywriter can definitely be a content writer. So to become a copywriter, you have to understand sales, marketing, trends, and you have to understand different types of content. Like there has to be email copies, then SEO, then blog writing. There are different types of content. You have to try your hands on everything to understand how copies are actually sold. Also, there are multiple books that you can read to understand how copywriting is done. I don't personally like push a lot video courses and spend a lot of money in buying those courses, because there is plenty of information available for free. So there is this book called Sell Like Crazy. If you read that, you will understand a lot about sales and marketing. It helps you how to write like good copies that can eventually convert into sales. So that is copywriting. Content writing is basically writing any piece of content. It can be scripts, video scripts, it can be captions for your Instagram, it can be writing blogs, LinkedIn posts. Any piece of content is a part of content writing.
So is it important that content writers should have a knowledge of SEO also?
Of course, because that is how your content actually ranks on Google. SEO is search engine optimization. So even if your content is very good, but it doesn't have the right kind of keywords or the meta title and the meta description and XYZ other factors, it will not rank and it will not reach the right kind of audience. So I can't say I'm an SEO expert, but I definitely know the basics. So you should know the basics, and for that YouTube is there. You can easily learn.
So guys, for everything, each and everything, you don't have to spend money on the courses. I think it is vague. So you should definitely take the practical experience, either do the internships, because now the paid internships are available.
True.
And learn from there. Or if you want just the basic knowledge, then YouTube tutorials are there. So I think that would help.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I started. So that is possible. I mean, ek time ke baad, if you want to upskill yourself, you can think about investing in courses, but not as a beginner.
Okay. So, Shambhavi, you'll say ki I am throwing these buzzwords on you, and these are pretty basic things. But then, I want this podcast to be pretty basic for the upcoming content writers. So please tell them, what is ghostwriting?
Okay, ghostwriting is basically where you are writing content for somebody, but you are not getting the credits for it. For example, as a personal branding expert, I write content for many founders and CEOs. So that content is being published on their name, on their profile. So people don't know that I'm the writer behind it. Similarly, there are so many books that you read, and you think that the author has written the book. Most of the time, there is a ghostwriter behind that book, but they don't get the credit. They get the money. Okay, they get paid for it, but they don't get the credits. So ghostwriting is great for people, who are just starting out, or even if they are not starting out, but they want to make a decent amount of money. Ghostwriting is a good career.
So basically, when she's saying the novel is not written by the same
I mean,
writer,
ऐसा नहीं है
yes.
हर बार, but most of the time, and sometimes there are multiple writers involved. So there is this author also, but there are ghostwriters also.
Right. Because inspiration is theirs, but they are asking them to make sure that you are compiling everything, all the notes together, and then bringing up, great note and a great writing, right?
Right.
Okay. So what kind of writings have you done?
So I have done multiple types of content. Like I started off as a blog writer. I used to write articles and blogs. Then when I switched to copywriting, then I've written email copies. Then there are technical documentations like light papers, white papers, pitch decks for companies, brochures, presentations, then content for social media, video scripts, you name it, I've done it. Most of the things.
Nice. So हर दूसरा content viral नहीं हो सकता LinkedIn का. It is like we all know कि अगर तो how do we manage, like ये clients तो आते ही रहते हैं and you must be handling 10-15 clients at one time. So how do you make sure कि आप उनका content it varies for everybody? How do you make sure about that?
So first of all, I don't like onboard clients in bulk because I believe in quality, and if you are handling too many clients at once, it is not possible to deliver quality results for all of them. So मैं filter out करती हूँ that what kind of client I want to work with. Secondly, distinguish करना easy है because all the clients are different. Somebody is in the leadership role, somebody is a founder of an e-commerce, like an e-commerce business, somebody is into skincare. So obviously सबकी journey stories अलग होती, so that is not a struggle at all. वो तो बहुत easy होता है. Coming to the virality point, of course, virality happens if the content is relatable. Instagram पे भी अगर हम देखें, most of the memes are relatable and hence they go viral. And that is the same concept for LinkedIn also, or for any social media. The moment your content is relatable and people be like, अरे यार ये तो मेरे साथ भी हुआ है, या this is me, ये तो मेरी भी struggle story है. That is how they comment on your post and repost, and eventually you get the traction. तो वायरलिटी का कोई आज सच एल्गोरिदम नहीं है, या फिर उसका आप कह सकते हो कोई एक फॉर्मूला नहीं है टू गो वायरल. योर कंटेंट शुड बी क्रिस्प एंड इट शुड बी वेरी रिलेटेबल एंड इट शुड add value to the audiences. बहुत से लोग होते हैं who just talk about mental health because it's trending, but उससे अगर हमें कोई value नहीं मिल रही है, then at the end of the day there is no point to it.
True. So you are saying that based on the profile of the person, we will have to select the content.
Yeah, that's right. According to their journey and their story.
So there's this word which we call profile optimization. So the first thing, what do you do? For example, मैंने बोला Shambhavi, I want you to handle my profile now. And I want you to do my LinkedIn branding.
Yeah.
So what are the things that you would ask me, and then how would you start working with me as a client?
Right. So optimization is something that helps your profile reach the right kind of people. For example, if I am a copywriter, I have to make sure that my entire profile speaks copywriting. Like there should be the right kind of keywords. Like if we talk about the headline, the bio, the LinkedIn banner, the about section, then the experience section. So you have to make sure that whatever work you are doing, it should reflect in your profile. तो इसलिए ऑप्टिमाइजेशन को बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस दी जाती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई एम अ कॉपी राइटर, इफ यू विजिट माई प्रोफाइल, यू विल सी दैट आफ्टर माई नेम देयर इज अ ब्रैकेट एंड आई हैव रिटन कॉपी राइटर. Then in my bio also I have mentioned that I am a copywriter. This is what I do. This is my years of experience, and these are the kind of results I bring for my clients. तो 2 लाइन में मैंने सब कुछ बताया कि what I do. So if somebody searches copywriter based out of India, there are high chances that my profile will pop up. Similarly, अगर कोई ऐसा इंसान है who is a good content writer but profile ही optimized नहीं है, it will not reach your target audience. So that is why optimization is important. उसके बहुत सारे factors हैं. Number 1 तो there is the bio, क्योंकि जो स्टार्टिंग के कुछ कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं वो सबसे पहले अटेंशन ग्रैब करते हैं. तो वहाँ पे आपको खेलना है, वहाँ पे आपको समझना है मैं ऐसा क्या लिखूँ that somebody clicks on that profile and reads about me.
Something that we call clickbait.
Yeah. Then there is the banner, like when you click on the profile, profile photo के ऊपर banner आता है. तो बैनर पे try to be as creative as you can. जो भी आपने accomplish किया वो सारी चीज़ें आप वहाँ पे mention करो. There are people जो TEDx पे गए हैं या उन्होंने X amount of चीज़ें achieve की, तो वो सब आप अपने बैनर पे दिखा सकते हो. And then slowly when you go down तो featured section आता है. Featured में you can put up anything that you wish to, जो आप चाहते हो सबसे पहले लोगों को दिखे. For example, I am a service provider, so I would want people to see an option जहाँ पे वो मेरा portfolio देख सकें. दूसरा मैं चाहूंगी कि वो इंसान मेरे साथ कॉल बुक करे, तो आई विल पुट अप माय पोर्टफोलियो एंड बुक एन अपॉइंटमेंट का लिंक मैं डालूंगी फीचर सेक्शन में. तो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन पर्सन टू पर्सन,
राइट.
तो इस तरीके से यू कैन ऑप्टिमाइज योर प्रोफाइल.
नाइस. सो योर जर्नी विद द क्लाइंट.
Okay.
For somebody came to you for LinkedIn branding, so how would you start?
So starting off, first of all, I'll have a discovery call where I will understand the client कि उनकी journey क्या है, उन्होंने क्या किया, and what is the vision with LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn पे 2-3 तरीके के लोग आते हैं. There are number one people who want to market their product. तो उनको चाहिए कि हमें अपना product sell करना है, तो हमें अपनी face value बनानी है. Right. Second category is the people who just want to become content creator and leader. Like thought leaders in their industry. And third category aati is somebody who already have established brand, like you can say, for example, founder of Zomato. Okay, although he has a great personal brand, but I'm just giving an example कि उनको already Zomato है, but now he wants कि मेरा LinkedIn पे भी एक presence होना चाहिए. So these are the 3 categories of people. So whenever somebody reaches out to me, first of all, I understand their vision, what they want from LinkedIn. Secondly, I optimize their profile, because in most of the cases, optimization is not done the right way. I do the optimization and then I create a bi-weekly or weekly content calendar. Not the monthly calendar straight away, mostly a weekly calendar. And then according to that, I do the posting, I do the management, engagement, everything. I get the profile revamped completely, like right from the banner design to everything else. So like end-to-end LinkedIn management, you can say, I do that.
So when you create the content for the first time for any client, for example, you wrote 4 to 5 posts for a week.
Yeah.
So how do you strategize that? For example, somebody is into leadership and thoughts and motivational speaker. So how would you ensure that yes, this would work, and then how do you make sure, like how do you strategize the next week's content?
Sure. So first of all, we take references. For example, if I'm handling somebody who is into leadership, so I'll shortlist at least 5 to 10 profiles who are into the leadership category and are doing great on LinkedIn. I'll study their content. I'll see the strategy. For example, if they are putting up carousels, I'll pick up that ठीक है पूरे week में मुझे कम से कम 2 carousel डालने, because carousels are working great for leadership roles. So that is one way of doing it. Second way is seeing what is going viral again. क्योंकि अगर आपको चाहिए कि हमें इमीडिएट ट्रैक्शन चाहिए प्रोफाइल पे, सो यू कैन सी कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पोस्ट आर एक्चुअली गेटिंग द वायरलिटी, जिसमें मोस्टली क्या होता है, आपकी फोटो हो और एक कैप्शन हो. सो द फोटो हैज टू बी कैची एंड द कैप्शन हैज टू बी कैची. तो आई मोस्टली प्ले अराउंड विद पर्सनल स्टोरीज, बिकॉज आई बिलीव पर्सनल स्टोरीज perform the best on LinkedIn. So for leaders, I think they have a lot of stories to tell. So like you can shortlist 2 to 3 top performing stories that you believe can perform good on LinkedIn. And based on that, I pick up at least 2 to 3 stories and accordingly I create the post. And the third category is tweets. Like tweet templates. वो होता नहीं 2-liner tweets जो thoughts की तरह दिखते हैं. That is also something that performs well. So that was for leadership, but then it differs from client to client.
So R&D is very important for anything that you would want to start with.
Of course.
Right. So you just talked about photo and the story thing. So लेकिन आपने ये भी देखा होगा कि उस पे comments pop होते हैं. ये आप फोटो के बिना भी डाल सकते थे. What was the need of putting this picture? But then why are we using these pictures over LinkedIn?
तो बेसिकली अगेन जब ये फीचर आया, ऑल्दो फीचर हमेशा से फोटो का, बट देन सडनली देयर वाज अ वे वेयर पीपल स्टार्टेड पुटिंग अप देयर पिक्चर्स. तो ऑफ कोर्स एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू वांट रीच, तो मैक्सिमम लोग फोटोज डालते हैं जस्ट फॉर द रीच. ठीक है. तो इनिशियली इट वाज अ वेरी क्रिंज. लोगों को लगता था व्हाई आर यू डूइंग दिस, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट रेलिवेंट टू द कंटेंट यू आर पब्लिशिंग. But eventually that is what the platform wants. If you want to grow, you have to see what the platform wants. अभी Instagram was a platform जहाँ लोग pictures post करते थे, but now people are only posting reels. Yes. Because that is what the content, that is what the platform is pushing eventually.
Right.
So there is no harm in putting up pictures, but it should not sound like your content is very irrelevant and it is not giving any value. Just because I have a very good picture doesn't mean that the caption is shitty. You have to make sure that even if you are putting up a picture which is a good looking picture, there is no harm in that, but try कि caption भी आपका उतना ही valuable हो, so that the reader doesn't feel वैसा कि मतलब धोखा ही हो गया यार कि फोटो तो इतनी अच्छी, रीच इतनी है, but then content में तो कोई दम ही नहीं है. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. You should take your time to write each and every post and think from a reader's perspective कि अगर मैं as a reader ये post अपनी पढ़ रही हूँ, am I getting any value out of it? If the answer is yes, go ahead and post it. But if the answer is no, you should take your time and amend the changes.
Great. I mean, this was a great insight. If you have any other questions for Shambhavi, you can definitely reach her out over LinkedIn. Other than this, keep following Pigeon Hire, keep subscribing. Till then, take care, keep subscribing and keep liking.